Subcube is a puzzle game where the goal is to construct cubes by rotating blocks on the stage. You can see here I rotate them a little bit, boom, it's a square, victory. And you really are trying to complete it in as few moves as possible. Two things. First, the cubes you see aren't always very cube-like. The ones on the stage that you have to rotate will have an odd shape, and that makes it a lot more difficult to wrap your brain around trying to get it into the perfect spot to make that cube. And the second thing, I'm terrible at this. I'm the worst. There's no reason you should look to me as somebody who knows how to play this type of puzzle game well. I take a lot of moves to complete some of these. These are fairly simple ones, but there's an example of a cube that has a weird shape, and well, I figured that one out pretty quickly. Anyway, let's move on to a later stage. This is much later. As you can see, the game gives me 31 moves to complete this puzzle. Spoiler alert, it takes me a lot more than that, and it's a good example of all the different kind of blocks you might encounter and the weird shapes that they will give you on the stage. There really isn't that much more to say about how to play Subcube. You really are moving these blocks and trying to create that 2x2x2 cube at first, and then later on a 3x3x2 cube. Here I am struggling to put these blocks in a precise way that the game wants me to. You can't just move blocks in or slide them anywhere. They must move specifically into the place that they're going to live in. They must fit. And that makes the game a lot harder, especially compared to other puzzle games that give you more movement abilities. There are 123 levels for you to suffer through or play through, depending if you're me or not. They start out easy, as you'd expect, and get way more difficult. This is only level 40. Ow! So, you might be wondering about the rating system. The amount of moves and the medal system at the top of the screen, you can see it filling up. I still have a gold here, and it will move past that and then eventually get to the silver and the bronze to get a medal at the end of the level. I think at this point it's expected for a puzzle game to have a rating system like this. When the moveset is so small, 3 or 5, then you do have an opportunity to try as many combinations as you like to get the highest medal. You can just keep trying. There's only so many permutations. But when you get up to something with 23 moves, there's no way for you to try them all. You really do have to figure out and use your brain to know the solution rather than just trying to brute force it. One good thing to note is that the game will not stop you from continuing. You only have to complete a level to continue. You do not need a medal. The medals are for you to challenge yourself only, which is great for somebody like me who struggled to get through some of these. I could just use as many moves as I wanted to and was allowed to progress through the game. I really appreciate that. Here's the level screen. Now I said it will let you continue past a level if you just complete it. That's true, but it will not let you progress past this level selection screen without completing 5 levels on the page. Just a quick note on that. Now, quickly before wrapping this up, the art style that you'll be seeing. It's very simplistic. The board is always the same. The developer added some little clouds or some nighttime action or the moon, as you saw in a previous one that's coming up. The point is the focus of the game is the puzzles. There's a little extra art on the side just to mix it up visually, and it's fine. It does its job to stimulate your eyes very little, and you can focus on the puzzle. Overall, Subcube is great if you're looking to solve really complicated spatial puzzles. It's a little bare bones, and the art, as we looked at, is a little basic, but it really gets the job done. The puzzles are extremely complicated. They give you a very clear goal of what is possible, even if it feels impossible to complete it in 26 moves, and I am at 86. This game reminds me a lot of Push Pipe Paradise, and so if you end up picking this up and love it, you should definitely check out that game. I don't think there's much else to say. You either like these kinds of games or you don't, and I hope you do. Good luck. End of the video time. It's where I call out for you to subscribe or check out other games on the channel. Excellent. I'll see you around.